I welcome you all for the video lecture. In this lecture, we are going to discuss the motivation for machine learning. So let us begin by defining machine learning. So what is machine learning? To solve any simple problem in traditional manner, what we do, we write set of codes using some high level programming language. We execute this set of codes for some input. That program will produce us output. So this is what normally we do in traditional programming. Whereas in machine learning, we will not be feeding the program, we will not be giving the program. Instead, we will be giving the data along with the output we need. The model will be automatically built by the machine learning algorithm. That is the reverse of the previous one. Assume that we want to execute a task of uh, finding spam mails from the legitimate mails. For this problem, the input would be set of email, and what the output we expect, the computer system must indicate whether the email is spam or not. Is it possible to write any algorithm using a programming language, traditional programming language? It is not possible. So the solution can be provided with the help of artificial intelligence concept. So here machine learning is a discipline of artificial intelligence which provides machines with the ability to automatically learn from the data and fast experiences by identifying patterns to make predictions with minimal human intervention. ML applications are fed with new data and they can independently learn, grow, develop, and adapt. Again, this slide also tries to define what is machine learning with the help of some pictorial representation. If we look at the first diagram, it shows how the traditional programming languages of programming concepts of working, right? We will be giving input and we will be giving the program. The program will act on input. It will produces the output. Whereas in machine learning, we'll be feeding data and the required output. The machine learning algorithm will build the model by applying some mathematical concepts that we call, that is the output. The output will be here the program that we call it as model. So here artificial intelligence which enables machines to think without any human intervention. It is the wide area. Whereas machine learning is a subset of AI which uses statistical learning algorithms that learn pattern and data over time. Again, deep learning is a subset of ML that filters the data through multiple layers. The performance of machine learning algorithms adaptively improves with an increase in number of available samples during the learning process. That is, if we provide more training data set, the performance of the ML algorithm would be better. Machine learning algorithms are capable of transforming raw data into useful insights. Hence, they are much more important. What is the motivation of machine learning? Here, data is the key and A is the goal. The algorithms derive machine learning are critical to success. Machine learning algorithms are built using some mathematical concepts. Mm, this mathematical models will be applied on training data set to make predictions or decisions without being explicitly programmed. This can reveal trends within the data that information businesses can use to improve decision making, optimize efficiency, and capture actionable data at scale. Machine learning algorithms provides the foundation for AI systems which automate the process and solve data-based business problems autonomously. It enables companies to replace or augment certain human capabilities. Common machine learning applications you may find in real world includes chatbots, self-driving cars, and speech recognition. Here, this slide shows different types of machine learning. In general, we can categorize the machine learning algorithms into three different categories. The first one is supervised machine learning algorithm. This is task driven. It predicts the next value. For example, linear regression is a kind of supervised machine learning algorithm. The next type is unsupervised machine learning algorithm. Here, this is a data-driven technique. It identify clusters. I mean, it forms clusters from the data. The third type is reinforcement learning, where this kind of learning algorithms tries to learn from the mistakes they do. Let us see what is supervised learning in detail. If we look at the data for the model during the training phase, we will be giving the data along with the label, where label represents the output. For example, here if this is the shape, then we call it as hexagon. If this is the shape, then we call it as square. If this is the shape, then we call it as triangle. So the shape along with the label will be fed as input to the model. The model learns from this training data set. Once learning is over, it will be tested with some test data. Finally, the model will be ready for unknown data. Here, assume that you have 100 records available with you. That 100 record sets will be divided into two. One is for training, the other one is for testing. This division may be 75-20 or 80-20 or 75-25 or 80-20. That depends upon the application programmer. The application programmer decides what is the ratio of the training data set and testing data set. The next one is unsupervised learning. The difference between the supervised and unsupervised is you look at the input data. Here, only the data is present, not the label. I mean, the output will not be present in the data. Only the data will be given. The machine will identify pattern present in the data. Based on the pattern, it will classify the given input data. The third one is reinforcement learning. It follows the trial and error method. It learns from the mistakes. It's behavior driven actually. For example, reinforcement learning or video games, industrial simulation, which uses some robotics, resource management, all are example for reinforcement learning. If you look at the diagram, first input is given. First, the algorithm says that it is mango. That is a response. Then some tutor or person is there to give feedback, right? He says that no, this is not a mango. This is an apple. With this feedback, the machine tries to learn what is the input. So it says that yes, I noted. Then it able to identify the apple correctly. So in general, in reinforcement learning, the learning happens with the help of the mistakes it do. The slide shows how the machine learning algorithm works. Um, in general, the machine learning algorithm first learns with the help of training data set. Once training is over, the model will be given with will be tested. Afterwards, it will be given a new data. That is, testing data set is given here. The model predicts the output. If the output prediction is correct, the model is built. Otherwise, what will happen? Again, the model will be trained with some more training data set. This is how the machine learning algorithm works and also tries to improve the performance with the help of more number of training data set. Thank you all for watching the video.